are you gentle sprouts? メインスクリーンオン、主様。
Hey everybody, I'm back for another episode of Real Fishing Potion Challenge. Sorry I skipped Thursday, but I got some drugs for my sinus infection on Wednesday, and they kind of were kicking my ass, because they're like, amoxicillin and prednisone especially. It kind of, well, it made me like really sleepy, but then when you fell asleep I was like really awake as well. So, one moment. I just noticed the captions weren't on the screen. Hang on, again. Now are they working? There we go. I had dark mode on. That's about all that's new. I got drugs, yay. Yay drugs. I updated Rentype. What time is it? Rentype, tell me what time it is. What time is it?
The time is now. 7時9分.
As you can see, I gave him a newer butler outfit. I'm probably eventually gonna make a Vroid of him. Eventually. He's only there just to show that, like, what's going on. Anyways, let's get down to some fishing. Switch to 16 by 9. Switch to 16 by 9.
16 by 9, 主様.
I have no idea why it doesn't switch the avatar. I'll have to fix that later. Other than that, I've mostly just been sleeping and surviving. That's about all to say. Alright, you already got that one done. Let me try and remember how to play the game. Because I'm used to a control pad on these games. I wonder if I can use classic controller on this. But that would just take the fun out of it. That's why you have a Wiimote on fishing games, because it's supposed to feel like you're really fishing. Which I honestly kind of wish there was more, I didn't check my bait. Formation. Black Porgies, Red Sea Bream. Damn clam worms! Well, okay, you're a parrotfish. You're not what I need. Kinda wish there was more fishing games on the Wii. But there really wasn't a... Let go. Let go. I think it's a black porgy. As far as I can tell, there was Wii Fishing Resort, Fishing Master 1 and 2, and then the real fishing games. I think there might have been one by Kabbalah or Bass Pro Shop, but that's honestly it. There really wasn't a real glut of fishing games, even though that would have been the platform for fishing games. But the Switch is pretty good for fishing games too, because the Joy-Cons are technically like Wiimotes. I kinda wish I got the Wii Fishing attachment for this. But alas, I wasn't in the fishing games when I first initially bought my Wii. And at that time, since it was popular, all the accessories were, kind of on the expensive side for what they were, like little just cheap plastic things. I could probably pick one up for like $3 somewhere. I mean, I honestly kind of feel like they should still make the Wii. But it's like a good system, and I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but you know, as time marches on, gotta have the Wii U, which I suppose the Wii U would also be fine because it's just, it is the Wii. But time marches on, now it's the Switch,
関屋4セットスプルート has new clothes.
Yes, I updated my wardrobe. Welcome in, Geisha. I decided it's a new year, new clothes. Might actually change my clothes. I might start theming my clothes, like get an actual like fishing outfit. I was gonna plan on making a Revenant Saga outfit too, but I'm like, I think I'm at the end of the game, so there's no point. I might just make like a general RPG outfit. Let me get my chat up here. Also, I forgot to test something.
マブリンシアセットテスト
Alright, yeah, it is working. These aren't the things that I'm trying to catch with my worms. Yeah, I was trying to catch red sea bream. Got the porgies. Oh well, they're part of the mission anyways. It's all good. I want to make more clothes for my character, but it's... Go away, fishy. It's kind of hard, because, like, for Rentype, like, it's on PSO2. I only have a certain limited amount of clothes, so it's like I work with what I got, which, you know, then I can make... Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on, fishy. Just don't let the bait clip through your body. But when you're working with, like, you have unlimited clothing power. You can wear whatever you want your character to wear. It's just a little... Well then what do I want to wear? You know? Like, do I want to go into PSO2, look through my wardrobe and be like, just pick something and then recreate it? Or do I want to go into, like, a different game, pick a clothing and recreate it? But Although maybe I could. Is it in here?
缶や4セット Was your drove
Yes, wore the drobe. Like that's just a problem with a virtual avatar. Like what? I mean, some people they've already had a theme for their character. My theme is mostly. Are you red? Please tell me you're red. You're not red. I need communist fish, not. I don't know what black symbolizes. Anarchist fish?
缶や4セット Your theme is what you want 缶や4セット Black is anarchy
I want the communist fish. I already got my anarchist fish. I need my communist fish. And then I'm gonna have the anarcho-communo fish. Which I'm not certain about anarcho-communism. I'm not against it, but you know, I need to know more about it. 'Cause I know anarchy is just simply no main government. But most people interpret it as chaos everywhere. I kind of want to interpret it as like local
缶や4セット Anarchy means no institutional hierarchy Yes
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like, you know, local communities. Like, institutional hierarchy is just garbage. 3 Japanese sea bass. When I see bass, I see the bass. Let me get my armrest up here. Of course, communism is just that communism, communalism. Everything is done community-wise. Which I think the problem with the world is that there's a lot of...
缶や4セット And the reason why anarchy became synonymous with chaos is because the UK and all its cousins in Europe made an effort to demonize it.
Yeah. Demonized it. Oh, anarchy is just pure chaos. There's gonna be, like, people dying in the streets, and it's like... no? So that's when people think of anarchy, that's what they think of, but, like that, you know, it's no institutionalized hierarchy. Everybody is equal. You might have someone that kind of takes the lead, because, I mean, we still need leaders. But it's not like this person is like absolute leader over everything. It's like this person probably, you know, they're good at doing this. So we ask them to do that. Clam worms again? Are we... I'll play around with something. Alright. I'm gonna play around with the floating minnow. I just want new tackle. Like, if this whole game is I can catch everything with worms, that's kind of boring. I also don't know what a Japanese sea bass looks like. I assume it looks like I assume it's that thing in the background.
缶や4セット An anarchy would regularly elect leaders if a situation is one.
Yeah, like that. We only have leaders when we need a leader. Which, you know, like, if you've got a project going on, having somebody that, like, has an overview of what's all going, like, you know, you're building a house, somebody has the floor plans and can be like, alright, you guys are working on the foundation, you're on the walls, since you're like plumbing and stuff, we won't need you till later, and then they kind of can be like, the one that writes down, alright, the foundation says they're complete, now we can move on. Well, it's like, you know, the world was working without big, huge governments. Like, we came from somewhere that was small communities that took care of each other. Then again, if I had my way with the world, I would get rid of, like, regular housing. Like how we conceptualize housing. And I'd be like, alright, we're gonna make tree housing. Gonna fill the world with trees.
セット。全 We invented agriculture. SOE all had to live in cities.
Yup, we settled down. But I want my house tree vision, you know? Everybody's living in, like, big, huge trees. Which solves the problem of having, like, trees and green things. Alright, that is a sea bass. And, like, you know, gardens and stuff, like, can be planted everywhere, so there's, like, food everywhere. Although when most people are like, you know, let's have, like, sustainable living, it's like, then there's winter. What do we do in winter? Like, what grows in winter? I want to say potatoes grow in winter, and I think maybe broccoli, but it's like, what happens during winter? Which I guess maybe if we had greenhouses, we wouldn't have to worry about winter.
缶屋4セット Look, we spend millions of years evolving out of being boreal animals so that we could thrive on land. And you just want to go back to living on trees.
Yes. I like trees. Come on now, you like trees too, don't you? They're nice. They're green. They've got bugs all over. Wait, no, ignore that. I'm not even gonna mention the spiders live there either. Ignore that the spiders live in the trees. Which is like, whenever I hear about people like, oh, we have new technology that, like, it's this tree-looking thing that it produces power with the wind because the leaves spin, but it produces solar electricity, and I'm like, that's great, but the reason why we have these things is to replace the trees. And it's like, I don't want to replace trees. I like my trees. Alright, did I need them over a certain size? No, I need 3. Then again, I'm hoping we usher in the era of, biomeat. Because, hey, I like meat. I love my meat. Just give me a way I can have all of the meat all of the time. And if I can have, like, a vat of meat just growing somewhere, that's fine, but as long as it tastes like meat, you know? As long as, like, this is the pork meat that tastes like the pork meat. This is the beef meat that tastes like the beef meat. This is, like, the chicken meat that tastes like the chicken meat. And this is the human flesh that tastes like the... Let's just ignore that last one. Although, really, it would be interesting to, like, to have biomeat that is human flesh. I mean, everyone's gonna be like, is it moralistic to eat something that is technically human flesh, but it's not human? And I'd be like, I don't care, serve me up a side of that, it's probably tasty. Although I keep hearing that human flesh apparently tastes like pork. From the various people that have eaten people. Which, you know, okay, like, does it taste like pork, like, is it like the pork loin, like, the pork loin, pork chops, does it taste more like ham or bacon? If humans taste more like pork loin or pork chops, I can kind of skip it, because that's kind of eh. But if humans taste like bacon and ham and Canadian bacon... Give me the bio meat. Just serve me up that bio meat. Also, if I could have unlimited soda, too. Even though it's probably not healthy for me to only be drinking. Well, unlimited soda, and, just give me a tea fountain, like a sweet tea fountain. I just want a way to have food without, like, really having to fix it, because making food just takes so long, and then it's gone within an instant.
缶や4セットホワイノットイートアストロノートラションズ
These are
缶や4
expensive.
セットオアールムレス
Because those are expensive, honestly. Also, I wasn't paying attention. My fish got away, but I think this one's bigger. Like, astronaut food's not cheap because it's dehydrated, but, you know, if I could eat off of it, yeah, fine, but... Like... Also, I've had an MRE, and they're kind of... I think it tasted like what it was supposed to taste like. Which was chicken a la king. Of course, I've had astronaut food before. Like, you go to Cape Canaveral, you buy the you buy the astronaut food, because why wouldn't you? Wasn't the big one... Are you one? Oh well, let's go for it. I can't tell if which one's bigger or smaller. It's not like there's like a measuring thing on the screen. Of course you don't want to eat the vegetables. The vegetables are your friends. You want to eat the fruits, though. Eat more fruit. Which, from what I've been told, there really is no such thing as vegetables. There's only fruits, leaves, stems, flowers, the various parts of the plant. Like, lettuce is technically the leaves of the plant. Cauliflower is like all of the plant. Brussels sprouts are technically the flowers of the plant. Those little flowers aren't even allowed to live to become fruits. So I think when Brussels sprouts bloom, they're like a yellow color. But, you know, you're not supposed to let them bloom because those sprouts, those are the things you eat. Well, I mean, you're not supposed to eat them, but, you know, horrible monsters do. They pluck the sprouts in their youth and, like, throw them in bags and toss them in the freezers. And then you get them home and you boil them and put salt on them and butter. And sometimes bacon. How could you? Alright, there we go. Back to clamworms again? No, we're back to floating minnows. I do like the ability to see, like, my tackle in a, bigger, I guess, than the 3DS. The 3DS version, which, like, had the fish with no fins. Those poor fish. They turn a certain way, they lose all their fins. Alright, large sea bass, let's go. I do want to say that I like the fishing games that have a little bit more that I have to do with, like, the remote. Not that these are bad, these are just chill? Alright, that music sounds like it's a big fish. I can't tell. These are just kind of chill. You don't really need to do much to, like, catch the fish, which I guess there's all kind of fisher people. Like, I just want... Damn it. My unlimited lures. But, like, there's really no, nothing to this game, really, which... It's fine. That's why I can tend to play this game more than I can play Revenant Saga, because there's not much going on in this game. I don't have to voice act a lot. I don't have to keep track of hit points. I just have to look at the bar on the left side of the screen and make sure my fish doesn't get away. Or I snap the line. Why is the line snapping? I've never snapped a line like that before. Maybe it's because I'm on a Wiimote. And like if I move my Wiimote left or well, I don't think the Wiimote moving. It's probably the nunchuck. If you move the nunchuck even a little bit, it registers as being, like you're reeling it in. It's like the fish fins flipping in my face. I can kind of feel the texture of a fish fin. I used to, like I said, I used to own goldfish that got really huge. They're actually really, like, the fins of a fish are really soft. Soft and smooth. Give us soft. Give us smooth. Give us silky. I mean, just dump a fish into, like, the nest. Which is a reference to Dark Souls, if you don't know. Well, I know Geisha knows, but, like, anybody else watching the video. There's... what is it? I forget what they were called in the first game.
カンヤ4セットザ・ダークソウルニクローズ
Yes. Which is Dilo and, I forget the other name. Dilo and something. They actually have names, I think, in that one. I think the first one, what was it? It wasn't Fluffy the Crow, it was... I think the second one was Silky and Smooth. The first one was Soft and Warm. Cuddly? Was it Cuddly the Crow? Or Snuggly the crow. But I think there were actually 2 crows in the nest. 3 yellowtails in a row. Oh yeah, by the way, we can catch Chinese emperors. I don't know why they're in the middle of the ocean and not like China, but we can catch them. There's my 3 yellowtails. Come on, can you aim better, please? I don't know if there's any crows in Dark Souls 3. I mean, why would they break tradition? And also, it bothers me when everyone says Sekiro is a Souls game. Sekiro is a Tenchu.
関夜4セット Yes there are crows.
Good. Alright, going too deep, going too deep. Can't wait for those Dark Souls servers to come back online. But they said they're not going to put them back online until Elden Ring comes out. Because, of course. So I guess it might have been a problem with Elden Ring too? But good to know Elden Ring's gonna use the same online system as like all the other games. Haven't changed that. Had problems connecting to your friends in Dark Souls 1 through 3? Ha ha, guess what? I think that's why I see, like, to truly be a Souls game, you have to have gender select. Because the whole point is you select a gender and it doesn't fucking matter. You don't... Either your character is a pile of beef jerky or your armor covers you, but it's one of those you don't matter in the end. But if it's just a male character, then it's just boring as shit. It's just, you're just another typical third-person game. Which, let me rant about the people that are saying Monster Hunter's a Souls-like. No, it's not! Monster Hunter is Monster Hunter. It's its own genre-defying game. Like, the thing with Dark Souls is you go to explore, like, a huge area, and it's kind of... You need precise, tactics. Monster Hunter is slightly precise tactics until you can get the monster on the ground, and then you start beating it to death. And hopefully it will die, and hopefully parts will come off of it. And eventually you get it down low enough to where it wants to go to sleep, and then you put bombs in front of its face to wake it up. Which Dauntless is a Monster Hunter-like. If you're gonna say Monster Hunter is a Souls-like, then Dauntless has to be a Souls-like, and Dauntless is not a Souls-like. Dauntless is a Monster Hunter-like, like a bare bones Monster Hunter-like. Which, I'm just wondering if people are just going through the tags in Steam and just, like, and just putting whatever on whatever, because seriously. Like I ranted last time about the Metroidvanias. Like, don't confuse the genres, because, like, people are using those to find games that they might like. And if you're, like, mislabeling all of these games, you're doing people a disservice. But you're probably doing it on purpose because, well, you're just being a fucking troll. Alright, what's with the music? Out of the way, seagulls! Seagulls! Knocking on my head! You want a shot at this grouper? Yeah, yes you do. I'm glad this actually emulates well and I can stream with it. And actually stream with my avatar. I do have a backup if VC Faces takes up too much memory, like to where I can actually eke out a stream if VC Face isn't on. I do have a backup. But I'm betting it's mostly OBS that's doing all the problems. Which, I'm still looking into Ray Gigant. I'm just gonna get myself a refresh on that. Cause, like, I think it was streaming better without streaming online. No, no, bad fish, bad fishy, no. Not your worm. It's not your worm. Imagine just a console that's just nothing but for fishing games. Then you'll have like somebody like trying to make a game using like the rod and reel controller. It'd be like some kind of dance rhythm game. I can change people's voices. I don't know. Like, testing out the TTS thing, Prisma Sinclair has, like, a custom TTS that can give people their own voices. But it's, I wouldn't say it's proprietary, but, like, it was made for her by someone. And he didn't put it on GitHub. So... I don't know, it'd be nice to get hands on that, because that'd be really cool. Because it's, you know, if everybody uses the same TTS voice, then it kind of gets hard to figure out who's saying what. but this TTS goes off of the voices I have on my computer. The one she has, I want to say, goes off the voices of a website. Which has more voices on it. Free GT, Giant Trebly. I hate Giant Trebly! Diving now. Why? Because they're kind of like the trash fish when you go into the ocean areas of games. You're like, I want the, what was it, the mahi-mahi or the sharks, and it's like, no, Giant Trebly. You are not a Giant Trebly. Nope, nope, leave it alone. No, no. I think that's one in the back. There's one right there. If that's a giant Trebly, then that means that there's just a regular Trebly somewhere. I should know you can turn off the tension gauge, which I don't know why you would. I guess to make it harder? But I don't see how you can make this, like, why you'd want to make it harder. Yeah, I'm starting to be able to feel the, like, when to reel in fast and slow on these fish. How many do I need? I need 2 of them. 3 of them. You're not a Trebly. Are you a Trebly? Maybe? Yeah, I think you are. it's hard to like just know just from the front of the fish. Like, you kind of look like a grouper, but you're not the right colors. But yeah, I just want more fishing games, like anime fishing games. Or, you know, games like this is fine. I just don't like the, like, realistic ones where you have, like, a realistic dude. Just let me have my, anime avatar fisher, or, you know, no avatar.
Fake fishing games.
Yes, fake fishing games. Like, the Bass Pro Shop and Cabela's are just kind of like, I don't know. Real fishing's fine. You know, it's just me and the fish. I mean, Road Trip Adventures, anime fishing games. And, Fishing Master is, anime fishing games. But, like, you can even see here the palette's a little brighter than, like, real life. But, like, the fish kind of look realistic. More realistic. Alrighty, you're not a fish. I mean, you're not the fish I need. Are you the fish I need? No, no, go away. No. Bad fish. Or like, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do after these games. I'm gonna play, Legend of the River King. Gonna start with, I'm just gonna do the English ones. Like, from the beginning to the, I think the PlayStation 2 game. I might have to put those on YouTube only, however, the PlayStation 2. I might have to put it on YouTube only. Because, Bunzel played the game and got a DMCA strike on the river sounds. Like, the sounds of the river. Which is fucking ridiculous. Like, the games in their catalog of games that you can say you're playing, but, like, you're gonna get DMCA'd if you do? Come on now.
缶や4セットリバーサウンズはコピーライテッドバイネスル
River sounds are copyrighted by Nestle. You're probably not wrong. Like, how do you copyright a river sound? It's just the sound of a river. They kind of all sound the same. Like, if there was some kind of musical arrangement to it, okay. But there wasn't. It's just the sound of a river. Nestle's like, yeah, we got that copyrighted. Can't even listen to the water without paying us money. Two yellowtail, about 3 feet. Alright. Why did I go back? Maybe I'm going back because I need to save. Because something might happen. Sometimes things in life happen for a reason. Although really everybody, don't, if you can help it, don't support Nestle. Don't drink Nestle water. I know Nestle has like a chokehold on chocolate and stuff, like, you only have the choices of Hershey, which is terrible, Mars, which is terrible, and Nestle's, which is terrible. But don't drink any Nestle water, I would say. Be like, fuck you, Nestle. How dare you say that drinking water is not a right, that it's a privilege, and that you own the lake. I think it's in Flint, Michigan, come to think of it, that you own that lake there that you won't let the people drink out of because you own it, and they need clean drinking water because their local city is a complete shit. I won't, like, give them the pipes they need because it costs too much! And oh, it's a black neighborhood. Which is another reason why they won't do it. Like, honestly, racism should just be illegal. Racism and other bigotry should just be illegal. I know someone can say, but isn't it illegal? No, it's one of those, like, there may be consequences for saying what I'm saying, but, like, you still get to say it, and, like, unless you, like, do some violence, you still get to stay out of jail free. Which, like, no, I don't think those people should just be allowed to be out and about. But that's just me. Everyone's gonna be like, oh no, it's just words, blah blah blah. My freedoms of speeches. Gotta have my free speeches. Which I could ramble on about free...
Freeze peaches.
Exactly, freezed peaches. I could ramble on and on about how, like, the free speech people don't actually support free speech. They only support their particular version of the speech they want. Because holy hell, that there's been a lot of cases to where actual speech has been impinged by the government, and they just sat on their thumbs. Heard a noise. Might be the dog. I might have to take a break here at some point and check on dog. Hopefully she's just in her bed sleeping and not causing mischief. Not that she does, not that she can because she's so old, but you know, she's a dog. She might get into something. Or what she did one time is she activated the vacuum cleaner. The little, the Roomba we have. She got back in there and accidentally put her paw on the go button. So we had a nice little vacuuming. But if anybody's looking to get a Roomba or one, well, it's not a Roomba, it's a carpet shark. Roombas are expensive. They are pretty neat, even for like a small apartment. You just gotta make sure to like have stuff off the floor so it doesn't get caught on it or suck it up, but they are pretty good. You just hit the button, let it go, let it do its thing, and hopefully it's not gonna scream at you that it got caught somewhere. Because I can say for the carpet shark, it will try to go places it's not supposed to be going. It will, like, cram itself in there and then scream for help that it can't get its way out. That's like, you're not... It's like you just shoved your way in there. And now you're not shoving your way out. You're like, help, help! I'm stuck! I can't get out! The battery's running low! I mean, if you can afford it. They're kind of on the pricey side. But I had money at the time and I bought it on sale. Like, holiday sale. It does a good job for what it does a good job. It's not one of those that you can map out areas and then send it to a specific area. Unfortunately. I thought it had that feature, but it does not. Or maybe it does, but it's one of those, like, firmware locked. Like, if you could hack the firmware, it could do it. But, like, it's, you know, one of those, it sees a certain, it sees a certain serial number or a model number, and it just locks those features off. Because that's mostly probably how most of them are. It's just, like, the features are just locked. Software locked. Which I think is bullshit. It's just kind of wasteful in my opinion. I mean, I don't really like Apple, but I do like the fact that all of their things are the same. Although I think Apple's kind of getting up to the where you can buy, like, iPhones that are probably software locked the same. Alright, that was a small one. What do I have to do? 2 of them. Alright. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. Two Trevelies and a Yellowtail. Man, they turned away. Get back here! Even though you're probably not the right size. Let me go over here. See if there's anything good over here. But yeah, I get a feeling that it's just software locked on our little robot. Because I did manage to, like, outline areas in the software before. So... And I think it's like, oh, well, now your robot doesn't have the proper serial number to do that. Or the model number, the whatever. I'll have to look it up. There's probably some community out there that's... Well, I know there's a community out there trying to hack robots, but I'm wondering if there's a community out there hacking robots to make them do features other robots can do that they are not supposed to be able to just because their number isn't the right number. And you didn't pay like $100 extra just to get that number programmed into it. Like where you can hack in a different version of it to make it do more. Because basically all ours does is, you're still not big enough. You just set it go, and you set it, it just goes and does, everything, and then it goes back. But you know, if you just have a place that you just, like, want it to do everything in one go, there you go. I mean, you can set up borders and stuff. No? No? No. So and keep it out of places, but it's like, why? You look like a big fish. Hey there, fishy, have I got a deal for you. Reminds me on the Mastodon instance, on one of the Mastodon instances I'm on. The server owner, got this weird spam mail, like there's 499 female, like this is not a dating opportunity, there's 499 females within 4 miles of you, and it's like... Our comment was like, yes! Females in your local area want your deliciousness. Please don't bring weapons. Cause like all the characters were like, they were acts like kind of, you know, they want to bypass spam filters. They use like funny looking A's and E's and other little letters to where it's like it can bypass spam because spam's only looking for regular like English letters, not like all of the combination of all of the letters from all of the languages. Alright. 3-3. I'm gonna take a quick break here to check on Dog. So I'll be back. Switch to BRB. Switch to BRB. Ren type, please. Switch to be right back. Switch to BRB. BRB. What makes the thing go? I'll just do it myself.
16倍級主様
I have returned. Dog is in her bed. And speaking of sharks, I have released the carpet shark. What was that? 2 over 3-3. Hopefully it won't get caught on anything for like the remainder of the stream. Cause like our carpet like needs to be vacuumed. It's been a while since the poor thing's been out and about. Hope I remember to empty it from last time. Cause like, it's one of those... Cause we have a dog, it tends to like get lots of food crumbs. So the poor little the thing tends to fill up fast. Hopefully little dog stays in her bed. I mean, she usually does. She's deaf and blind, or well, she's blind, not certain on the deaf part. There's sometimes where it's like we think she can hear, but you know, doesn't always hear. I mean, she certainly doesn't like hear her name, or especially when you tell her no, or don't eat that, or drop it. You're not big enough. Why aren't you big enough? Oh yeah, I forgot my, my hands. Sprout hands. Which are like regular human hands because I have to be in this form. They don't have any sprout viroids. And if I want to be a sprout, I'd have to ping tube, which, you know, you wouldn't see a lot of movement, but then again... Sprouts don't move all that much to begin with. Right? Troubly, what is your problem? I'm not even sure you're the right size. Maybe if I go just a little bit... Well, no, that's the maximum I can go. Hot fish in your area want you, giant Troubly. They await your loving bites. Throws Wiimote at fish. Come on! I got the right bit. Yeah, it's the right one.
Set. Eats fish.
Let me get it on my hook first so it counts for my goal. Then you can eat the fish. Can you eat giant trevally? Well, you probably can't. Like, you know, there's only, like, you know, when you go to, like, a restaurant, there's, like, certain fish that are, like, on the menu. Like, trout and, cod and mahi-mahi. Like, I don't see any of these other weird fish, like, or salmon. I don't see, like, giant trevally or, long-tooth grouper or stuff like that. Like, do you eat them? Or do you just throw them back in the river? Like, I need to know what fish I can eat. Or, well, tell me the ones that I should not eat. You know, like, pufferfish and, lionfish. And you could just be like, yeah, you can eat these fish, but they don't really taste good. Which most lake fish, river fish kind of don't. Like, ocean fish tend to taste the best. Probably it's because all that sea salt gives them a nice salty flavor. Not that there's like, I mean, out here there's one fish that tastes like cherry. A cherry salmon. I'd like to try that fish. Oh, now I want to taste fish that's supposed to taste like a fruit. You're not what I'm looking for. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Hang on, I'm going to adjust my blanket. My feet are cold. Thing's supposed to have like a pocket for your feet, but the blanket keeps getting like moving around, so the pocket kind of moves all over the place, and I haven't found it. I haven't found where it is again. It's one of them really nice soft ones. I don't hear the vacuum going. I wonder if it's actually moving. Oh well, I'll check on it later. If it can't go somewhere, it'll just stop and sit there and look pathetic. Are you the one I want? Are you the one I need? I'm still thinking about my fish dating sim. Where kind of like the whole pun is there's other fish in the sea.
缶や4セット Can you also date devilfish and jellyfish?
Sure, why not? Date all the fish. Even the ones that aren't technically fish. Date the octopodes and the octopodes. Octopodes. And the squidities. And the giant isopodes. I still want that pocket pillbug that Arino had. They probably don't sell them anymore. Yeah, it was. It was cute. Please be the one I'm looking for. Alright, wow, you were well over the one I am looking for. But yet, I need another. I'm thinking about trying my hand out at animations. I'm just trying to find animation software. Like, I think most people use Adobe something, but like, as much as I can just download Adobe and crack it, I just want to stay away from Adobe, you know? Like, why give legitimacy to it? Like, I mostly use Krita and Clip Studio for, my art. Like, my face texture was edited in Krita. And the thumbnails are edited in Krita. I just gotta learn how to use Clip Studio better. But I like Krita's, most of the effects are done with just layer effects. Like, you put a vector layer on a text vector layer on there, and then you, do some layer effects, and you can give it an outline, a gradient, all that fun stuff. What I'm trying to learn with Krita is, like, using the vector layer as a mask, and then having another layer under it, but I don't think it can, I'm not certain it can do that, because it wants to make the vector layer a raster before it wants to do that, and I don't, it needs to be a vector layer so I can change the number. So I kind of work with what I got currently. But Clip Studio's good, Krita's good. Looking for animation software that's comparable to Adobe's I think it's Animation or Animator. Basically, I just want what Flash was. Because Flash was easy, I could just scribble some stuff down and then squish it and rotate it and transform it that way. And cut it and rotate it. But Flash is no longer in use anymore. Because it always was this like big-ass security hole. Which, not like anything else, isn't like some big security hole. Alright, that's another one I need. Five grass puffers. This is like one of the first missions you usually get in these fishing games. Hydrate a little well. Is drinking soda technically hydration? Lugworm. We're back to worms.
缶や4セット I don't think soda makes you want to TSO 缶や4セット Yes, it's hydration.
Good, then I'm hydrating. I am being a responsible streamer. Pufferfish! Pufferfish! So cute! Although these are the ones without spikes. Oh, it's so cute! Do I have access to my emotes here? How about here? I do.
マブリンシアセットドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフドーリア1パフ
Sounds weird. I can see the pufferfish in the speech chat, but like in Streamlabs chatbot, it just shows smiley faces for some reason. And I don't have like don't have emoji. Well, I have some emoji sensor, but it just won't display it. Like it'll just reject your message outright. So it should be displaying. Unless it has to like, Unless that was what the update was for, was to be like, recache some, emoji. gonna see if I can turn off reading out emoji on the speech chat. Because I don't mind some emoji spam, but having it read out every emoji spam would be like, eh. And I can't parse some of the emoji spam anyways, because it's like streamer name, and then whatever tag, which may not even be representative of what's in the image. Still don't hear the vacuum. Did I turn it on? Did it get stuck? Did the dog murder it? You know, I get a feeling that there are some fish that absolutely cannot break your line because they're just not strong enough. 3 flounders. Alright. Lugworms? Guess it's lugworms. Give me a second. Let me check the Oh man. Oh man. BRB. Switch to BRB. Robot stuff.
$16倍級主様
I don't know. I don't know why it got stuck. It was, I guess it didn't turn itself around far enough. It just kept trying to go left, right, and forward, and it couldn't. But it never, like, turned around to go back. Alright. Let me check something. Yeah, it should be BRB. BRB.
マブリンシア will be back soon. Gentle Sprouts. 16倍9主様。
That throne thing is, kind of annoying. But oh well. I do have a throne for gifts and stuff. I've got, like, a bunch of crap on it. Mostly Otome games. Got, like, a book on there. Some expensive shit. You know, just in case somebody that has, like, money burning holes in their pockets and they're like, I just want to, like, buy expensive shit for random streamers. You're not Flounder. Also, there is exclamation point donate if you want to see all my donation links, if you want to shove money at me for whatever reason. I've got the usual Stream Elements, not Streamlabs, but I do have my Streamlabs set up, so if you accidentally go to Streamlabs, I'll still get the money. I just switched away from Streamlabs because they're just being... They're being gross capitalists. And Stream Elements has, like, a lot of better features than Streamlabs, come to think of it. Mostly I did it as protest over Streamlabs, OBS, because OBS was like, yeah, we don't want you to kind of do stuff with our, software that you're doing. And then Streamlabs OBS was like, fuck you. And then it was like, OBS was like, yeah, well, we're not associated with Streamlabs in any way, shape, or form anymore. I don't remember what they were doing. They were doing something terrible with the software. That they weren't... It probably has to do with the licensing. That OBS is open source, open broadcaster, and Streamlabs, of course, is a for-profit capitalistic corporation that wants your money, so they were probably doing some proprietary stuff with it. I'll have to look it back up again, but you know, don't give Streamlabs your money if you can. There is Stream Elements, which I'm using for all the pop-ups and follows and stuff. Which, honestly, I can have TTS on practically anything under Stream Elements, versus Streamlabs, which I can only have TTS on certain things. And I can set up different TTS voices for different things. And Streamlabs, of course, is charging you money for every single little thing they want. You want better overlays, give us money. Stream Elements has good overlays for nothing. And they also have a list of user overlays, like, hey, I made this cool overlay. It's on the website if you want to just use it, you just have to search for it or whatever. So, yeah. Unfortunately, Muxy went the way of the dinosaur. They were like, I forget what they were doing. They're doing some weird thing. But they were basically, they stopped their stream alerts. Which the stream alerts were working, but like you couldn't change the settings on them, so I guess they weren't doing enough business because Streamlabs and Stream Elements were like kind of, no one remembers Muxy. Muxy was kind of like you had your local program to do all your stream labels. But they, of course, had their online thing. And I think Muxie's the one that had the original Bit Cup. Before everybody had a Bit Cup. They still have Muxie bits though, so if you type in like Muxie1 to cheer, I still think you can get Muxie bits. But yeah, that thing that keeps popping up supposedly where the throne stuff goes. Like if anyone buys me anything, it's supposed to appear on the screen. I'm trying to, like... I have to use Amazon links because their in-system thing is, like, not only is it really expensive, it's, they have a very limited number of stuff you can actually get from their actual Throne store. And, like, there's the Oculus, Quest in there, and it's like $50 more than what you'd pay for at Amazon. But if anybody has any Throne suggestions... I think I can take suggestions on there. Like, oh, there's this game you might like, and then I can put it on there. Or, there's this book you might like, and then I can put it on there. Which supposedly they have, you can make a wish list up in Amazon and import it, but my import didn't work. So, whatever. So I want to basically make a book of all the light novels I want physical versions of, which is like Ascendance of a Bookworm, Sexiled, A Lily Blooms in Another World. Basically all the Kaeruda books. Because they're good. I'm honestly, like I said, I'm surprised any of her books got translations, because they are very, very, I don't want to say anti-otaku, they're not like, they're against what otaku are about. Like, in Sexiled, it's like, we're gonna wear practical armor that covers our bodies. And it actually points out the fact in fantasy, those fantasy harem things about how little the women are wearing. So it's kind of like an anti-otaku thing, and it's kind of really, it's what I like about it. And it's like, well, I am surprised is because I figured there would be a lot of pushback. Like with, I think it was J-Novel released it, like, it would be one of those, like, why would you take this feminist thing that basically says all of what you are publishing is trash? Which, I mean, it doesn't say what they are publishing is trash. It's basically like, yeah, there's a lot of misogyny and sexism in, like, not only the... Like, one of the incidences, she actually, Three Bonito... One of the incidents she points out, like, in a college that all the women were giving negative points just for being women, and she points that out in her book. And, like, the characters go to the college and kind of, like, trash the administrator until he, like, reneges and actually, like, passes the women that passed because, you know, they took off points. Or like I said, like the fact that all the female characters in these fucking harem novels wear next to nothing, and there's no excuse for it other than you just want to make someone have a boner. Which... Like... I get it. You want your porn novels, but like, I don't know. Like, there's these books called Battle Divas that are just like, it's a fucking ecchi porn novel. Of course they're wearing crappy clothing. It's what the book is. But like some of these, like Sword Art Online and stuff, to where they almost want to make it seem like it's an actual book that you're supposed to take seriously, and all the women are wearing shitty clothes, and it's like, can you not? Unless you just want to make it a porn novel, then just make it a porn novel. I just hate this. I'm like, this is supposed to be, it's aimed at men, but it also has to be porny. Like, you can't have a book aimed at men that's also not porn. Like, give me a break, please. Which, like I was ranting last time about J-Novel Heart. Like, yes, please give me a way to one-click make your shitty porn novels I don't want to buy ever go away. But I also don't want you to separate the shoujo novels from the male novels, because now you're just basically saying all this stuff aimed at women is it's othering. It's, you know, it's not our main line. Because they have an extra line, which I think is for Western novels. And then they're what they call their main line, which is aimed at men. And now you're saying you have this heart line that's aimed at women. You're saying the women are not the main line, which, no, bad. You're constantly othering women, and you're saying that their stuff is not considered good enough to be a main. So, yes, let me tag your novels in your store to where I can one-click make your porn go away, but don't make it to where they're not part of the main line. That they're, like, this exception. That, you know, like, guys can just hit the main thing and they'll never see these novels. Because men have to be tricked into reading novels aimed at women, honestly. You can't tell me men go out of their way to read novels for women. But women are more than happy to read novels written by and for men. Despite the fact that they're always gonna be the sex objects in the novel. They're not gonna be stronger than a man, good enough as a man. They're always just gonna be like the girlfriend that needs saving. But also counter to that is that there's no real novels to where the women are the heroes like the men are. To where they can actually... It's not about their romance to the guy, it's not about guys protecting them, which Sexiled, honestly, is about women going out and being heroes for themselves. And it's not about the romance. There's romance in it, but it's not about the romance. I just wish there was more than 2 novels. Of course, a lily blooms in another world. That's just pure romance. That's just... It's right there on the cover, is like... It's basically I'm in love with the villainess. I was reincarnated in an Otome game, and I'm in love with the villainess, but it's very, very, very not focused on the Otome game part. Very, very more focused on the I'm getting with the villainess. I don't like the way the book makes it happen. Because she basically kidnaps the villainess. And, like, takes her out to the countryside, and it's like, give me a week to make you say that you're happy. But, like, I guess it doesn't get creepy. I mean, it's creepy, you know, kidnapping someone against their will, but, like, it's not like what you would see in some kind of creepy harem novel to where, like, you know, my elf slave bride, to where he's like...
セット It's creepy kidnapping someone against their will. カンヤヨン セット That increase you can kidnap someone according to their will.
Well, I mean, you know, there are those plots to where the princesses are like, alright, you're gonna kidnap me, but here's how you're gonna do it. At night, you're gonna sneak through my window.
カンヤヨン セット Wait. There is such a thing as kidnapping someone according to their will.
Yes, there is. I know the whole kidnapping the whole kidnapping involves, like, is implied against the will. But, like, sometimes it's implied against the will due to, like, the person's a minor, so they can't technically consent in the first place, but they're more than willing to consent to being kidnapped because they want to get out of their situation. And in A Lily Blooms in Another World, basically, the villainess is in a terrible abusive relationship with her father, and so the... shit, I forget her name. Kidnaps her and, it's basically like, I'm going to show you, like, a better life than the shitty life you have, and that's basically how that story goes. Alright, 3 salmon's gonna be the last mission for today. Hopefully the robot didn't get caught on anything more, so I have to... caught in a place it's not supposed to be caught. I'd swear to God, robot. What am I paying you for? And the robot's like, you're not paying me anything. Which, honestly, we need more robots to do our work for us, so people have more time to do the things they want. But unfortunately, capitalism says that everyone constantly has to be doing something, even if we've totally replaced your jobs that you can do with robots. Like, the whole point of automation is so that human beings have a chance to do things they want to do, and the robots take care of it.
セット Capitalism requires an underclass to work.
Yeah. Just get rid of capitalism. But that doesn't happen. People are always happy to be like, I want to get rid of capitalism. To a degree to where there's still capitalism. Like, I just don't want so much capitalism, but that still means you want capitalism. Just give me my robot butler. Like, I just want something that can go out and like get the groceries for me. And, like, honestly, we need to get rid of delivery fees. Which, you know, if we can have robots that do delivery, where you don't have to pay a fee, that would be great. But, like, lots of delivery fees on groceries are like $8 just to get your groceries delivered. I'm like, $8 is like 2 pounds of meat. Considering meat's now up to like $4. I remember when it was like $1.50, like a pound. Give me that bio meat. Give me that, like, give me all the automation. As long as it's green automation. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want you to, like, mine up the world to make all this automation. Like, let's see if we can't recycle half the shit we already got into, like, new automation. Like, we already broke the world for it anyways. Might as well just reuse it. That's another thing is, like, when people talk about it, it's like, no, we don't want machines because then they'd just be another underclass. And, like, that's only if the machines are given sentience. Like... Like, we just not give them, they have to be a particular size. No, just 3 salmon. So everybody always thinks of, like, the human-looking androids that, like, are people. And, like, let's just not make them look like people. And make them act like people. Alright, you're a bonita. Oh, bonito! Bonito, bonita! Little fish, I guess. Well, pretty fish, right? Little pretty fish? Something little and pretty. But then again, give me my human-looking sexy android butler, because... It's about fucking time. I'm getting tired of all these men and their robot-maid fantasies. That's like whenever you mention, like, robot butlers, people always want them to either look like old men or actual, like, robots with the blockheads and stuff, and it's like... Or it's like, well, then give me my robot maids, too, or some shit, or like, you know, let's just do without robot butlers, and it's like... You get all your fucking your robot maid shit, and then suddenly you want to tear down my fantasy? No, get the fuck out of here. Honestly, your robot maid fantasies are more disgusting than my robot butler fantasies. Because even male android, well, I should just say androids are still treated more human than human women in media. Gynoids, on the other hand, are just always... They're like the ultimate sex object, because they are literally objects, they are robots. So, yeah. My robot butler fantasy is still even way better than the robot maid bullshit. You don't have to censor that, captions. I think I'm still looking into doing substitutions, because I don't like the fact that I can't say ellipsis. Or ellipses. And it doesn't give me the 3 dots anymore. I liked it, I enjoyed that. Or the, what was it? Dolphin emoji? that it just doesn't give me the dolphin emoji anymore. Or like fish emoji. Used to give you the emojis. Give me back my emojis. Although I'm wondering if the web captioner is actually using my Windows captions and I have to set that up, or if it's using its own software and it's just they changed the software or something. Got a look at that. Thought I went offline for a second there, but it's like, no. The Twitch app decided to, the Twitch app decided I want to look at something else, and it's like, no, I don't. I really hate the Twitch mobile app. It is a pile of shit. FYI, if there's a, what is it? What am I thinking of? Basically, if there's like a poll or a prediction that you can vote for with your channel points in other channels, because I'm not an affiliate, and you want to do it, you just open up a web browser on your phone and just go to Twitch that way. You can go to the chat room directly and just do it that way. Set it to desktop mode or whatever. Get your thing done. That's the way I've been doing, whenever there's a prediction and I've been on mobile, that's the way I've been doing it that way, is, opening up the web browser. And if you're forcing me to open up a web browser to access a feature, then I might as well just use the web browser and not your fucking app that you shove down my throat if I go to Twitch on the mobile web, the web browser on the phone. Which I honestly, that should just be banned. Don't try and send me to your fucking app on my phone. I'm on the browser for a reason. It's because I don't want to use your goddamn app. Probably because I've got ad blockers on my phone, and if I use your app, my ad blockers won't be as ineffective, and that's exactly what you want. Where are the salmon? Where have all the salmon gone? I only have 2 salmon. I need 3. Salmon? Salmon, 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 salmon. Is that how you call salmon? Salmon, 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 salmon. Yes, salmon is just a bunch of 7s. Salmon! Yes, like the fish. Starting to get shouty at the captions. Excuse you? Excuse you? No, I'm gonna shove this lure in your face and you're going to like it. Where are you? Where? No, you're a pufferfish. Alright, you're a... Hey! Hey, listen! Fish! Hey! Hey, fish! Listen! Fish! Hey! Hey, lure! Fish! Look, lure! Tasty! Food! Fish? Pufferfish! Yes. Hey! Hey! Hey, hey, fish! Hey, 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 fish! I'm just gonna let it there, set it there for a little bit, see if the fish is interested. Oh, no, that's the grass puffer. There we go. Yay! Mission Kanya! Next mission is going to be catch 2 Mahi Mahi. How many missions do we have? 30? Is this gonna be like only 3 episodes long? Well, on the next episode of Fishing Ball Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more missions left. And I don't know if we get more than that because I have the DLC. But yeah, we did a whole bunch of fishing today. Gotten all the fishing done. Oh, it actually kind of has a little aquarium. That's a nice little background music. Yeah, I haven't caught that many parrotfish. Only 1 filefish? I do like the aquarium feature in the other games. It's like it's just a nice touch to like keep your favorite fish in a small contained area. Chinese Emperor. I have no idea which dynasty these Chinese emperors are from. But here's my biggest Chinese emperor. And this is my smallest...
The Fish Dynasty.
The Fish Dynasty. That's my smallest one. That's about my middle one. I'm missing some fish in the middle here. I wonder if those are fish I'm supposed to catch on my own or something. We'll see at the end. If there's any of these left over, I'm gonna go see if I can find where they are. And we're gonna have like a complete, we're gonna have a complete fish thing. That's my biggest puffer, 8 inches. Alright, Let me take the batteries out of this thing. Because, like, as I said, do not leave batteries in your Wiimote. It will be eaten. Your batteries will be, like, chewed up. The Wiimote will be like, nom 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 nom. Switch to powering down. Oh, god damn it. Switch to powering down.
パワーリングダウン主様。
Yes, thank you very much. There we go. Thanks everyone for joining me for another episode of fishing. Probably one episode left, according to all that. Maybe, unless, you know, the last six missions take like 2 hours each or something, which I don't see that happening. Maybe a 4th episode if there's like extra stuff, or if the DLC pops up or something. I'm gonna check the DLC out, because I would likely think some of the missions would say these are the DLC missions, but, you know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Thursday, gonna try for Revenant Saga, the continuing long drawn-out saga of all that. I think I'm getting toward the end, maybe? I'm not certain. There's some monsters that I've seen in the asset bundle, but I haven't actually seen in the game. So I don't know what that's about. Otherwise, I will catch everybody Thursday. If I don't decide to stream something in between the middle, I might not. Who knows? Let me see if there's someone to raid. I don't get to raid often. There's absolutely any hosts? Anyone? No? Damn. No one's on. So take care of everybody. Have fun doing gaming, doing whatever. Take care of yourselves. Remember, there's still a plague going on. Yep, funds. So catch everyone later. Bye!